Hi everybody, it's me, Ashton, with Visit Delaware, and in case you couldn't tell by all the beautiful green surroundings, it is spring in Delaware, which means beautiful flowers, everything coming back to life after the winter. And so today we're at Winterthur Museum, Garden and Library to check out all the beautiful scenery that they have now that it's spring and everything is coming back to life. So Winterthur is one of 4 DuPont estates here in Delaware, and we're in the Brandywine Valley, so even though we're really close to downtown Wilmington, it feels like you're a million miles away. You have beautiful countryside, gardens, and estates to check out. So we're about to go on a tour of the Winterthur Gardens with Chris right here. How's it going?
Very good. How are you doing, Ashton?
I'm pretty good. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to see today?
We're going to go up into the main garden and see some of the beautiful wildflowers that are out right now. We're so lucky in this area to have so many great wildflowers. It's just a riot of color. Up here in Azalea Woods, we have a lot of native wildflowers like the marybells there, the little yellow flower. Bluebells, sometimes called Brandywine bluebells. You find them all along the Brandywine. You can see the white Trillium Grandiflorum there. These are wildflowers that Mr. DuPont planted when he was developing this area about 100 years ago. The fun thing is throughout the estate we have not just the white Trillium, which of course makes a big impact, but then you have like little maroon ones, little yellow ones as well. So this is the Mayapple, and then the flower of the Mayapple is going to be right there. And it produces a little fruit that actually turtles are interested in.
All right, so we've been walking around Winterthur, and I think that we finally found a really great selfie spot right here with a beautiful magnolia tree behind us. It's been around since the 1800s. So here we go, 3, 2, 1.
Well, not a lot of people sort of get here, but this is really, you sort of get this sort of, and the bulbs over here. It's really...
Yeah, because right now everything is mainly like blue and green. And
yeah, and this is a sort of pink and salmon and red, and it's kind of a riot of color.
Like, how much of the gardens are from the original plan?
Almost 100%.
Oh,
So
wow.
Yeah, so the idea is, in simple shorthand for us, is if he returned tomorrow, he would immediately go, "Yep, that's my garden." So we do work very hard to preserve, what he created. So there's so many gardens in this area. So our hook is really the preservation of his garden, which he died in 1969. So keeping it as he designed it. Yeah, it's a perfect place for a picnic, right? And you can kind of come here, summertime. You don't have to worry about a thunderstorm. Have a picnic here. You get this great view. Always a breeze in the summer up here, so it's really a delightful place to hang out. Mr. DuPont got the idea of turning this into a garden. It has the advantage, it has 3 springs in the bottom of it. So you can see the water flowing out, that's all just spring fed. And then he grows primroses and sort of water-loving plants in the bottom, and brought stone back in to create the terraces. So even though it was an operating quarry, it became an ornamental quarry, when he decided to turn it into a garden. And he's the one who designed the bridge across the front of it. So Mr. DuPont was involved in all the little details. So this is a little bird's nest. It is really where a lot of families take a photograph in here. It gives you a nice prospect over the garden, and then obviously one of the things kids seem to like is to have like their own little territory, close to a parent, but not in direct view of a parent. So.
I'm just curious if these are like fixed or not.
Nope. So they end up all over the place. This is the Gothic Tower, which we built so that you could get a view out towards the Brandywine and a view back towards the museum. And it's funny, we have some families who live on the estate, and there's a 7-year-old boy. And I often see him in a knight costume, sort of up in the tower. Yeah.
Say, what is this made out of?
So what this is a type of wood. It's a treatment of wood that's common in Japan, where instead of painting it, they char it. It's called shisugiban, and it protects it from insects, protects it from fire. Obviously, makes it somewhat weatherproof. And we were kind of intrigued by the idea of doing something like this Gothic Tower, black tower up on the hill, and came up with this idea of using shisugiban.
So we found another great selfie spot. This is the Gothic Tower, and it gives you a really awesome vantage point. So you can see behind me, we have the mansion, we have some beautiful greenery. So I think for my selfie, I'm gonna get some of this greenery and this nice little pond over here. So 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much for joining us at Winterthur today. I hope you enjoyed your time with Visit Delaware, and a very special thanks to our wonderful guide, Chris.
Oh, thanks, Ashton. I hope to see you real soon.
Yeah, definitely. So be sure to add Winterthur to your calendar. Try to see it this spring or summer, and we really hope you enjoy it. Thanks.